Hello my friends, and once again welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today we're doing yet another highly requested video, not necessarily geared towards beginners, but more specifically beginner grinders, or maybe for people who really want to get into grinding in general. It can be a very complicated topic, and I am here to make it easier for you. Today guys, we're going to cover absolutely everything that you guys are going to need to know to actually get into grinding, whether that's getting set up, shooting animals, finding trophies, herd management, diamonds, or spawning yourself that very first great one. Make sure you guys do stay to the end today, my friends, as I am going to cover absolutely everything. Real quick, guys, I do just want to ask for 30 more seconds of your time. If you guys please can go down there, smash that like button, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. That would be much appreciated, as it is the #1 thing that can help out with the YouTube channel, and it'll get the video pushed to more viewers and help more people just like you. Also, guys, if you go down there to the right of my profile picture, where it shows my channel name and how many subscribers we have, and if you click that join button, if you guys want to join up the Squid Gang, it is only $4.99 a month, and we are lowering it to 99 cents a month here very soon with the next channel and Discord server update. The Discord server link is down in the description, and without further ado, my friends, let's dive right in. Alrighty folks, so the very first thing that you guys are going to want to do to get set up for your grind, first I do want to clarify that you do not have to be doing a Great One grind to set up a grind or grind any species in specific. The species just does have to have drink zones. You can grind feed zones and rest zones, but there are hundreds no matter what species it is, and there are going to be way less drink zones. Drink zones are going to be in a much more dense area. For example, my fallow grind here, you guys can clearly see where I'm set up. The very first thing that you guys are going to want to do some research on is your zones. Now I'm going to explain zones quite briefly. If you guys really want to learn how to get set up in depth, I made a dedicated how to set up for any Great One grind video. I will link that down in the description. Alrighty folks, now to find your drink zones, the very first thing that you guys are going to want to do is go ahead and join my Discord server. You guys can go to the share hotspots section, and if there is not a specific hotspot guide map for the species that you want, mention the moderation team and we will get you one within 24 hours. There is an absolute ton of people in the server, so it's kind of difficult to instantly get everyone the map that they need, but there is a ton of maps in there already. If you guys aren't 100% sure what hotspot maps are, essentially it's literally just a screenshot of the map showing everywhere that I have zones. Zones won't be absolutely identical, but they're going to be in the same areas. Now obviously I haven't found zones for every single species in the game. That would be awesome if I did. Look at that, a 5 medium, I didn't even notice that was there. That is a massive, absolutely massive guaranteed diamond fallow. I would shoot him for the video, but I think I am going to stack him and leave him for the live stream. Go ahead and take down this level 4 right here real quick. But that's where my community comes into play, and they are absolutely amazing. The moderation team is great, all the people in the server are great. We can definitely get you a hotspot map for literally any species that you want, probably in less than 24 hours depending on how many people are online, how many people are busy, etc, etc. But my friends, what you guys are going to want to do after you guys got yourselves your hotspot map is take a screenshot of it or save it to your device, go out to your map and set it to the designated drink time. Now after that, you guys are going to want to run absolutely everywhere that the map shows that there could potentially be drink zones, and once you've covered absolutely everywhere, I recommend running over a second time. That's your choice. If you feel like you've found a ton of drink zones, or at least enough drink zones, for example, the fallow grind has about 45 to 50 drink zones. If you guys want to know exactly how many drink zones you should be finding, that's another reason to join my Discord server. You guys can ask Call the Wild questions, and I'm sure someone will reply relatively quick. Now, easily enough, you guys should definitely have all or enough of your drink zones to start your grind by this point. Now that you guys have completed the first step to setting up for your Great One grind, or your grind in general, let's move on to step number 2. Alrighty folks, so step number 2, man, we are spawning diamonds left and right at this point. That is absolutely insane. That is the second big rack I have found today. Crazily enough, I've just been doing yard work all day, and this is literally my first session of the day. We definitely killed a decent amount of deer last night, and we have some big trophies on our map ready to be shot at the live stream. Make sure you guys do turn into the live stream. But anyways, before we were interrupted by that absolutely beautiful diamond there. He is a guaranteed diamond, isn't he beautiful? Let's go ahead and move on to step number 2. So you guys are probably asking, Squid, what is step number 2? Well, my friends, step number 2 is going to be getting set up with tents and tripods. This can be quite a difficult process, as there is a lot of different specifications that you guys are going to need to follow, such as making sure your tents and tripods aren't too close to your zone, so that way when you spawn in, it spooks them, and making sure that you guys can efficiently jump in between your zones and harvest at least 100 kills per hour. I reckon that you guys put your tents anywhere from 200 meters to 250 meters away from your drink zones. Now what I recommend doing to measure that out perfectly is just dropping a waypoint onto your drink zone, running 250 meters in the opposite direction, and placing your tent down. And I like to put my tripods directly in front of my tent, as 250 meters is quite a typical shot for me. If you guys need a little bit of a closer shot, I recommend putting your tripods somewhat closer to your zones. For me, the closest I would put them is 164 meters away, because that'll make it so I can still easily just run at full speed up into the tripod and not have to worry about spooking them whatsoever. But if you guys are okay with wasting a little bit of time and crouching and going up to the tripod slowly so that way you don't spook them, you guys can definitely place it as close as you'd like. Now I am going to tell you guys that I would definitely recommend my setup for efficiency. Putting the tripod right in front of the tent and getting used to shooting from a long ways away. Definitely having a scope like the Odin can be very helpful, and every single second is 100% essential here in grinding. The more time that you guys have invested into shooting, the faster you're going to get respawns and the more efficiently you're going to find yourselves the trophy that you're looking for, whether it's a great one, super rare, rares in general, or maybe just a pile of diamonds. Alrighty guys, now that step 2 is complete, I think I'm going to start throwing some tips at you guys. By this point, you guys are definitely ready to start shooting. I definitely recommend jumping in between all your setups to make sure that you guys are set up on the most efficient herds as possible. If you guys don't really fully know what I'm talking about there, I definitely would recommend checking out a herd management guide, just so that way you guys know exactly what level animals you should be shooting, how many animals you should be taking out of each zone, which for most grinds it's 2, but for some grinds it's 1, so it does get kinda complicated. Herd management is a really simple process in general, it's just kinda hard to understand. I do go into depth on my recent video how to use herd management for any grind, so you guys can go ahead and check that out as it is linked down below. Or maybe if you guys are seeing this in the future, maybe I changed the description or something, or updated the description, it should be the last video posted before this one. The number one tip that I'm going to be telling you guys here today is going to be kind of geared more towards beginner grinders or beginner players in general. If you guys are really early off in your Call of the Wild journey, meaning you're not level 60 yet, you don't have over $300,000, and you guys haven't maxed out your skills and perks yet, I definitely recommend just picking a map like Emerald Coast or Silver Ridge Peaks, going there and shooting absolutely everything that you see in order to stack cash and XP fast. Also, I recommend checking out my top 10 tips and tricks for beginner Call of the Wild players guide. I just finished filming the video yesterday and it should be out right now. It'll be linked down there in the description as well for you guys. The reason that I say $300,000 specifically is because that's the price that it's going to take to actually purchase all 16 tents and 32 tripods. I wouldn't actually recommend purchasing all 32 tripods, but you guys definitely can if you want to. You really only need 16 tripods and 16 tents, because each map has a limit of 16 tents, so there's really no point in having more tripods. But if you guys can find any miscellaneous reason for you guys to have any other tripods on the map, definitely go for it. I'm not stopping you by any means. Another tip that I have for you guys is finding great sources of motivation. For example, like tuning into my live streams, maybe joining up in a Discord server, getting more involved in the Call of the Wild or grinding community in general, because it is really easy to lose motivation, as a grind is a process that will take several hours, and it is kind of difficult to stay motivated. But that's where the content creators like me come in. You guys can tune into my live streams. There's not usually too many people there, so it's going to be fairly easy to keep conversation going with every last one of you guys that want to tune in. It's a great place to ask questions about literally anything. I've been playing the game several years, literally since the week of its release. Go ahead, go down there, turn those notifications on so you guys get notified every single time we upload a video and or go live. I would love to have you guys at the live streams. As the communities are quite small, we really need more of you guys to tune into the live streams. It is much appreciated, and I hope to see you guys there. And the third and final tip that I definitely recommend for you guys today is a huge one. I recommend keeping track of how many kills that you have. You guys can do this by simply writing tally marks down every single time you kill an animal. I find that a lot of people ask how many kills it took me to spawn my great ones, and for those asking, it took me around 2,000 kills to spawn 2 red deer great ones, 1 mid rack and 1 big rack, over 30 rares, and 300 plus diamonds using herd management. It's a good idea in general to keep track of how many kills you are into your grind, because a lot of people ask. It's good to know, and it can help you with things like managing your zones better, managing hunting pressure, and things like that. Anyways guys, if you did end up enjoying today's video and you made it to this point, comment cookie down below for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel. Make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it is much appreciated. Also guys, definitely click that join button down there to the right of where it shows my channel name, profile picture, and how many subscribers we have at the current time. If you guys are seeing this video in the future, membership is probably going to be even cheaper, as we are lowering it down to 99 cents a month with the next channel and Discord server update. As for right now, it is only $4.99 a month. So make sure you guys do go down there and click that join button if you guys do want to join up the Squid Gang. That is also much appreciated. Hey guys, my name's Squid. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel. This is Squidster, and we'll see you in the next video.